Maulan na araw po sa inyong lahat and welcome back to my channel. Former President Rodrigo Duterte, pati ba naman ang ICC, binubudol? Kung matatandaan po natin kasi, itong si Atty. Kaufman ay ipinaglalaban sa ICC na unfit for trial na itong si former President. Dahil nag-uulyanin na daw, ano ba yun, may Alzheimer's na, hindi na daw makakilala ng mga miyembro ng pamilya, etc., etc. Hindi naman kinagat ng ICC. Meron silang group of doctors sa ICC para tignan itong si Rodrigo Duterte kung talagang unfit siya for trial. Parang hindi bilib itong si Kaufman sa mga doctors ng ICC. Kaya ang gusto nila, independent. Yung hindi maka-prosecution at hindi maka-defense. Na yun ang ginawa ng ICC. Sila ay kumuha ng 3 eksperto para i-determine kung talagang unfit si Rodrigo Duterte to face trial. Ngayon, lumabas na yung resulta. Although hindi pa officially, dahil may mga redacted, hindi ko maintindihan kung ano yung mga redacted na yun na hindi pa nila maisapubliko, pero meron na silang statement tungkol doon sa naging resulta ng cognitive test ni Rodrigo Duterte. Pero, as expected, kapag hindi pumabor sa kampo ni Digong, hindi papayag ang defense team ni Duterte. At yun na nga ang nangyari. Dahil sabi po dito sa balita sa Inquirer.net, Doctors report on Rodrigo Duterte indecisive, sabi ng defense team ni Rodrigo Duterte led by Atty. Kaufman. Lawyers for former President Rodrigo Duterte in his murder case at the International Criminal Court sought to discredit the latest medical reports on his condition which suggested that he has the competency to stand trial. So ang ibig sabihin, ang lumabas na medical reports, yung pinaka-latest na medical reports, ay Duterte is competent to stand trial. Hindi papayag si Kaufman yan. Ang gusto niyang marinig na sasabihin ng mga experts na to ay unfit for trial. Ang findings, competent to stand trial. Tuloy ko. This as the prosecution in its observations on the medical reports urged the pre-trial Chamber 1 to declare Duterte capable of meaningfully exercising his procedural and fair trial rights and that he was fit to participate in the pre-trial proceedings. So, porke sinabi ng mga eksperto na competent to face trial itong si Digong, siyempre, ang prosecution, kukulitin ang pre-trial Chamber 1 na ideklarang Duterte is fit to face trial. The defense, led by Nicholas Kaufman, told the PTC that the medical findings of the court-appointed team of specialists could not be used as the deciding factor on Duterte's health, especially on his cognitive faculties, because they contradict each other. The reports provided by the panel and the joint executive summary are not dispositive nor can they be dispositive. The defense said in its 12-page observations on the reports of the panel of experts made public on Friday. Siyempre, 3 po yung kinuha nilang experts. At iba-iba po yung kanilang linya. Natural magkakaroon niyang ng debate o ng kanilang sarili-sariling obserbasyon. Yun ang pinaglalaban ni Kaufman. Hindi naman daw nagkakasundo yung 3. But, tandaan po natin, hindi po mahalaga kung hindi nagkakasundo yung 3. Ang importante dyan, yung final result. The observations from the defense were in response to the medical reports on Duterte's cognitive faculties that the 3-member panel of experts submitted to the chamber on December 5. Details of the reports, however, remain redacted. The official copy of the doctor's findings is also unlikely to be made public for containing sensitive information. Citing striking discrepancies between the findings of the panel, the defense said the 2 most relevant members contradict each other on the former president's underperformance. Although the report did not identify the doctors and their conclusions being assailed by the defense were also heavily redacted. The doctors' panel was made up of a forensic psychiatrist, a neuropsychologist, and a geriatric and behavioral neurologist. They were chosen based on recommendations of the ICC registry, the court's administrative arm. Such internal inconsistencies undermine the overall weight of the general joint conclusion on fitness. Diin pa yan ni Kaufman. Duterte's lawyers also pointed out that their client already has a short-term memory and thus unable to retain information for more than a short space of time. To take a basic example, he may hear evidence in court, but he will have forgotten it by the time he needs to compare it against other evidence. He is thus incapable of following a trial, of exercising appropriate discretion, and of making informed decisions or instructing counsel effectively. Pero tandaan po natin na lahat itong binabasa ko ay side ni Kaufman or ng defense team. Natural, lahat na lang idadahilan nila or hahanapan nila ng butas kasi nga hindi pumabor sa kanila yung desisyon. But the prosecution said the medical findings should prompt the chamber to resume the pre-trial proceedings which the defense sought to be indefinitely suspended. Natural. Haharangin talaga ng defense yan dahil ang goal nila ay mapalaya si Rodrigo Duterte kahit na mambudol na sila. Tandaan po natin, nung unang lumabas si Rodrigo Duterte at nakita ng buong mundo kung paano siya umakting, ano nga ba yung sinabi niya? I am Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Samantalang ilang araw lang bago siya nahuli. Ang lakas-lakas pa ng kanyang katawan nung siya ay nagsalita sa isang rally sa Hong Kong. At kung paano niya hamunin ang ICC at banatan si President Bongbong Marcos. Tapos suddenly, a few days after, nung nahuli siya, parang isang bulati na lang ang pipirma at matitigok na siya. May naniwala ba kay Duterte? Wala. Ay meron. Yung mga supporters niya. Or, kailangan lang nilang maniwala. Dahil kahit na alam nila na umaarte lang si Rodrigo Duterte, kailangan full support pa rin tayo. Kahit na binubudol na tayo, kahit niloloko na lang tayo ni Duterte, kailangan natin suportahan. So yun ang gustong palabasin ni Kaufman, na wala na sa pag-iisip itong si Digong. Short-term memory na lang daw siya. Kaya dapat wag nang ituloy yung trial, palayain na lang siya kasi nga nag-uulyanin na. Pero again, side yan ni Rodrigo Duterte. Lahat ng klaseng pambubudol gagawin nila. Itong si Kaufman, nahawa na sa mga Duterte. Kailangan mambudol kahit nakitang-kita naman na Duterte is fit for trial. Nung una, ayaw nila ng mga doctors ng ICC. Natitingin kay Digong kung kaya pa niyang to stand trial. So, kumuha ng experts, yung mga independent, yung walang papanigan. Ngayon naglabas sila ng resulta, hindi tatanggapin ni Kaufman. Ano yan? Nanloloko na lang kayo talaga? Pinatatagal lang ni Kaufman ito eh. Nung andito pa sa Pilipinas si Digong, ang lakas-lakas ng loob niyang hamunin ang ICC, ipakulong daw siya. He is ready to rot in jail. Tapos ngayon kung ano-ano mga idadahilan ninyo, kumuha na nga ng independent experts para tignan si Digong. Nung hindi umayon sa inyo yung resulta, hindi kayo papayag. Sabi naman ng prosecution, upon completion of their assessments, panel members individually reached the same overall conclusion that while frail and elderly, Mr. Duterte nevertheless possesses the necessary capabilities to meaningfully exercise his procedural and fair trial rights. So kahit na sabihin ni Kaufman na hindi nakakasundo yung tatlong ekspertong yan, pero sa bandang huli, ang kanilang assessment, kahit na matanda na at uugod-ugod na si Duterte, kaya pa rin niyang to meaningfully exercise his procedural and fair trial rights. Ayan na nga, humihingi kayo ng fair trial, humihingi kayo ng due process. Ito, dumadaan kayo sa legal process. Tapos kung ano-anong ginagawa niyong pambubudol, idadahilan ni Kaufman, iba-iba daw ang komento nitong tatlong eksperto. Pero bakit yung final decision nila? Fit to face trial. At porke fit to face trial, hindi nyo natatanggapin? Sino pa ang titingin? Sino pa ang gusto nyong tumingin kay Rodrigo Duterte? Alangan tanggapin ng ICC porque ang gusto ninyo palayain si Duterte dahil he is not fit to stand trial. Iba yung sinasabi ng mga eksperto. Pero ano ba talaga ang dahilan kung bakit sinasabi ng mga experts na fit for trial si Rodrigo Duterte? Matapos natin basahin yung side ng defense o ni Atty. Kaufman, basahin naman natin yung side ng mga ekspertong tumingin kay Duterte. Ayon po dito sa Philstar Global, why ICC's prosecutor believes Rodi Duterte was caught faking cognitive impairment. Ayun naman pala. Nahalata ng mga nag-conduct ng test kay Digong na pinipeke niya. Umaarte lang si Duterte na siya ay nag-uulyanin na or nagiging makakalimutin na. Dito pa lang sa headline was caught faking cognitive impairment. Tulad nung nagpakilala siya sa ICC na nasaksihan ng buong mundo kung paano siya mameke. So hanggang ngayon pala, ganun pa rin ang style ni Duterte. Pinepeke niya yung kanyang mga kilos para magmukhang hindi na siya fit for trial. Tuloy ko, the test administered to former President Rodrigo Duterte was a straightforward and simple memory challenge. Ano ba yung mga pagsusuring pinagdaanan ni Rodrigo Duterte para ma-determine kung siya nga ay fit for trial? Sabi po dito sa balita, the test administered to former President Rodrigo Duterte was a straightforward and simple memory challenge designed to be easy enough that even people with severe cognitive damage typically pass. How Duterte performed on this and other specialized assessments has led the International Criminal Court's prosecutor to make a blunt accusation in a court filing. The former president is faking mental decline to avoid trial na hindi na po nakakapagtaka. Inaasahan na po natin na ganyan. Kung nun lang nagpakilala siya kung sino siya, kitang-kita na natin na peke yung kanyang ginawang pag-introduce sa kanyang sarili. Na ang tanging naawa lang ay yung mga supporters nila dahil the rest of the Filipinos and the world knew that Rodrigo Duterte was faking it. So hanggang ngayon, ganun pa rin ang ginawa niya sa kanyang mga pagsusuri na ginawa ng mga experts para malaman kung siya nga ay pwede pang to stand trial. At ang desisyon nga nila, the former president is faking mental decline to avoid trial. It strongly appears that Mr. Duterte is feigning cognitive impairments in an attempt to avoid a trial on the merits. ICC Deputy Prosecutor Mami Mandiaye-Niang wrote in a filing released Thursday, December 18, which comments on the findings of the independent medical panel that evaluated Duterte's fitness to stand trial. Although the full medical report on Duterte's fitness level has yet to be released, the ICC prosecution noted in its comments that it is clear Duterte had deliberately underperformed in the tests administered to him. Ayon sa prosecution filing, the three medical experts found Duterte was an unreliable historian about his own health and concluded he could understand the charges, grasp the purpose of proceedings, and instruct his lawyers. So, ang findings ng tatlong medical experts ay nakakaintindi pa rin si Duterte doon sa mga charges filed against him. At alam niya ang purpose ng proceedings. At nakakapagbigay pa siya ng instructions sa kanyang mga lawyers. So, paano sasabihin na unfit to stand trial? Budol match talaga tong si Digong. Pero meron yatang isang test o pagsusuri kung saan nahalata nila na nampepeke lang si Digong. At ito po yung coin-in-hand test. This test involves an examiner who shows the patient a coin held in one of their hands. The examiner then closes both hands and asks the patient to close their eyes, count backward, and to point the hand holding the coin. This is also typically repeated several times. So alam natin yan, di ba? Yung parang merong coin, sasarado mo, papipikitin mo yung tao, tapos pabibilangin mo, this time kay Duterte, counting backwards. Tapos ituturo niya kung nasan yung coin. At ilang beses yan uulitin para ma-determine kung talagang nasa tamang pag-iisip pa yung pasyente. One examiner told Duterte it was a test for short-term memory, according to the court filing. In reality, it's what experts call a floor test, designed to be so simple that even individuals with moderate to severe memory impairment should pass. So, ang sinabi kay Digong, yung test na yon, yung coin test na yon, ay isang pagsusuri for short-term memory. But in reality, ang tawag doon ay floor test, kung saan it was designed to be so simple. Napakasimple ng test na yon, na kahit yung ibang tao na may moderate to severe memory impairment ay papasa doon. The test works by exploiting a basic principle of probability. According to a 2014 clinical guide on evaluating feigned cognitive impairment published in Advances in Psychiatric Treatment, even people with genuine memory issues will get some answers right by random chance. Someone who scores worse than chance is likely faking, according to the guide. The worse an individual performs, the greater the likelihood of malingering. The court documents don't disclose how Duterte actually scored on this test. That information appears in redacted portions marked redacted, but the prosecution cited his results as evidence supporting their accusation of feigning. The three independent medical experts examined Duterte separately between October and November using what are called symptom validity tests, assessments specifically designed to detect deliberate underperformance. Yung deliberate, yung sinasadya mong mag-fail ka o hindi ka mag-perform ng maayos dahil gusto mong palabasin na you are unfit. Nakikita po ng mga eksperto yun kung ikaw ay nangdadaya or namemeke. At yan po ang naging konklusyon ng mga experts na to. Duterte was feigning the test all along. Pinepeke niya ang lahat para sabihin ng mga eksperto na hindi na talaga kaya. Palayain nyo na yan kasi nawawala na sa pag-iisip. But experts are experts. These experts will not be called experts in their own field kung hindi nila madidetect kung ikaw ay nanloloko lang or namembeke. So, ganun na nga. According to a separate document, yung defense ni Duterte wants the findings of the panel to be thrown out due to what it says are inconsistencies between members of the panel. But it is also acknowledged the panel had unanimously found Duterte fit to stand trial. At yun na nga sinasabi ko, kahit na pinipilit nitong si Kaufman na hindi magkasundo-sundo itong mga ekspertong to, ang final say is the panel had unanimously found Duterte fit to stand trial. Dahil siyempre sa umpisa magkakaroon sila ng pagtatalo, yung mga ekspertong yan. Pero ano naging final say nila? Unanimously. Ibig sabihin silang tatlo nagdesisyon that Duterte is fit to stand trial. So, nakita niyo ang galawan nila, no? Akala nila, yung ginagawa nila sa Pilipinas, na acting lang sila, kakagatin ng tao. Not the ICC. Not the medical experts na kinuha ng ICC. Kasi ang gusto ng kampo ni Duterte, independent doctors ang titingin dito kay Digong. Ngayon naman naglabas ng desisyon yung tatlong eksperto, hindi tatanggapin ng kampo ni Rodrigo Duterte. Bakit naman kasi kailangang pang mameke Samantalang si Digong mismo ang nagsasabing ready siya to face trial. At kung mapatunayan siya ay nagkasala, he is willing to rot in jail. Bakit ngayon? Parang kabaligtaran ng lahat ng paghahamon ni Duterte ang nangyayari sa defense team. Alam niyo, para sa akin, pinahahaba na lang ni Kaufman yan. Para nga naman, makakubra pa rin siya ng kanyang attorney's fees, which is in the millions. Kayo po, naniniwala ba kayo sa sinasabi ni Kaufman that Duterte is unfit to stand trial? O maniniwala kayo dun sa tatlong eksperto na sinasabing pinepeke lang ni Duterte? Meaning, uma-acting lang siya na siya ay nawawala na sa sarili. Comment lang po down below and I will see you in my next video. Diyos ti Admina.